Hey, yo, good morning, Eagles Nation, football fans, Douglas family. It's our Knuckles here to give you the Super Bowl post game. I'm sad. Bucs won. Y'all know how I feel about Tom Brady. Yeah, man. Congrats to them. They won. But damn, man, let's talk about this game before I head into work. And I gotta tell you, man. It's like the Chiefs did not come to play at all. They looked so defeated. It wasn't even funny. Like, I know I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but like, the look on Travis Kelce's face on that, I think it was the beginning of the second half. I think he dropped the pass, so it was like really early in the third quarter. The look of disappointment on his face, the way how he dropped that ball, which, by the way, it was still plenty of time for him to catch up. Like, they had plenty of time. But the way how he just looked sad, it looked like the game was over. It looked like it was in the fourth quarter. They had one more opportunity to win the game. The look on his face right there was just, oh man, it was bad, man. Like, it was really bad. Let's get right down to it. First half, Brady played well. He played well. Like, he didn't lose a step, right? But I'll say this, the part again that really bothered me was the end of that first half. Just when, it was first of all, Andy Reid. It's like a whole bunch of things I want to talk about. Andy Reid. First of all, that offensive line, the mix-ups, the changes that you did was just awful. Like, he had guys playing positions that they don't play. Like, well, all I gotta say is for Patrick Mahomes, welcome to Carson Wentz's world. When he had to deal with so many offensive line changes, like, it was bad. Like, he was in that same ballpark. Like, Mahomes had no time. He was running for his life. Honestly, I think the numbers were saying that Patrick Mahomes was scrambling for like close to 500 yards. Like, I think it was 497. But he was running for his life. Anytime like he got the ball, he got the ball. He had no time. He had no protection. And like I said, that was the same shit that was going on with Carson Wentz. The same shit that was going on with him. Like that was bad by Andy Reid. Like, the fact that you had this, like you had guys playing different positions at a game like this, like that wasn't a good move. But it just wasn't a good move. It just wasn't. That was bad coaching right there. Bad coaching. And so, that oh my God, the sun is like damn near bright over here. Jesus Christ. That really like fucked up the Chiefs right there. That really did. But speaking of Andy Reid, I mean, there was the report that his son got into a car accident. People are fighting for their life right now from that. And I'm not gonna I don't want to say it as an excuse, but it's like, to have that happen, like, I think it happened a day before, or like a couple days before the Super Bowl. That's tough, man. So that is really, really tough. Maybe that's half the reason why the Chiefs were not in this game due to that accident, because I don't know how you can get your mindset in that time frame. But that's very, very tough. But enough about that. Yeah, offensive line was bad. The real story for me was Todd Bowles' defense, because there's no reason why I can't stand Brady, right? He always gets the credit, no matter what other people do. I mean, yeah, he played good, but like, that defense was the story of the game. That defense was the story of the game. Like, they gave Mahomes no time. That front four was after him. Like, Todd Bowles came up with a great game plan. It was beautiful. I mean, the fact that he was like, okay, we had Tyreek Hill beat us once, we're not gonna have that again. Like, the game plan he had for that game was beautiful. Now, I hope he at least gets a couple of interviews. Now, in the end, maybe he might not get a coach on. Maybe he might still stay with Tampa Bay, but he deserves at least a couple of interviews after that that performance he just did at Super Bowl, because that was magical right there. That was elite defense right there. And shout out to the young Bucs O-line. Like, the Chiefs defense barely touched Brady. Yeah, they touched him a few times, but like, they had they couldn't touch him. They could not touch him. Like the Bucs O-line was just great. Like basically the Bucs dominated on both lines of the on both sides of the field, offensive line and defensive line. That's what they did. That was their key component. But that defense, man, the fact that they did not let the Chiefs score a single touchdown at the Super Bowl, that is incredible. Like to me, like clearly you can't give a whole team Super Bowl MVP, but if you were to give someone from that defense Super Bowl MVP, would be Devin White. Clearly Devin White, because he was a monster that game. And it goes to show you, man, linebackers are still important. Eagles linebackers are still important. So I just wanted you to know, linebackers are still important. They are. They really are. But yeah, man. But God, man, I never, like, that Super Bowl was so one-sided. It wasn't even funny. And the people want to say, well, Mahomes still have a toe injury. I get all that, but his toe seemed to be fine when they beat the Bills. Seemed to be fine with that. He was still scrambling. He still had spectacular throws. Like, he made some spectacular throws. The receivers just couldn't catch the ball. I'm like, at least score a touchdown, please. And they couldn't do that. And so, man, dude, it's, like I said, man, that game was one-sided. Really shout out to Todd Bowles' defense, man. Now, I'll say this for Kansas City Chiefs. Also, forgot to talk about this. So, the end of the first, half, this is what bothered me, right? Those penalties were bogus, man. Like, the first half, those refs were, it was one-sided Bucs. Like, they were clearly on the Bucs side. Like, the one interception that Tyrann Mathieu had was called back to the now was it offside or was somebody holding? I think it was somebody was holding, but it was a bogus call. Chris Jones got penalty because he shoved the guy when the offensive line shoved him. See, when the offensive line shoved him, I get it, you gotta do it at the right time, but it's like, let the guys play, man. It's a Super Bowl. The one play where Mike Evans got tripped up, when the other guy got tripped up, it was by, I mean, yeah. To be fair, I mean, it is stuff for the ref to see. But after watching the replay, man, it's like, yo, bro, it's not like he tripped on purpose. The guy, the DB tripped and accidentally, hit, and he tripped on Evans too. That was a bogus call. And then the pass interference call on Tyrann Mathieu, where first of all, the ball was uncatchable. The ball was uncatchable, and he still called PI on that. Bruh. Bro, I did not play the Chiefs for getting mad. And then, unsportsmanlike conduct on Tyrann Mathieu when Brady ran up to him. Well, now maybe Tyrann Mathieu did run up to him first. I'm not sure, but when I saw the video, I saw Brady run up to him, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And it's called on Tyrann Mathieu. What? I'm not saying the refs were bad the whole entire game. It was that first half, man. That first half was really, really questionable. I didn't like that. I really, really did not like that, and it was bogus, man. It was really, really bogus. But in the second half, though, that was all Bucs. And at times, the Chiefs had a couple of opportunities because I believe the Bucs only scored one touchdown in the second half and then did a field goal. So it's not like they were going and going and going. It was that defense that kept the Chiefs from scoring anything. That's why I feel as though they should get more credit than Brady, honestly. Now there's going to be okay, well, it looks like Brady didn't need New England. I mean, yeah, you can make that argument, but at the same time, though, I look at New England, they just didn't really have anybody. Cam had no one to work with this season. He really did. And plus, like I said, he didn't have any receivers. A couple of the guys, didn't want to play because of COVID. So if you bring those guys back, that'll be a different team. And another thing is that here's the one thing I'm really, really nervous about at the end of the day, and that's Eric Bieniemy. The fact that he didn't interview for a single job, right? And people say, well, he doesn't call the plays and blah, blah, blah. I feel as though people are going to use this game to be like, see, this is why we're not going to hire him in the first place. When clearly he should have had a job interview at last year. So that's my main concern about all this, to be honest with you. Because here's the thing. I know it's super early, but I believe the Chiefs can come back. It's just that hopefully, because injuries are a big part of the game right there. And here's the thing, and I did say on Friday, give me Andy Reid over Bruce Arians. After that offensive line debacle, Reid, yeah, now you're making me regret what I said now. You know what I'm saying? Because why would you go have offensive linemen play positions that they normally don't play? Because that's a setup for failure right there. So, yeah, man. But I do believe the Chiefs can't bounce back. They just have to, hopefully that line can then stay healthy. Maybe get some better DBs or whatever. But because there's still going to be a problem, because in the AFC, I still don't know who can beat that team. Now, maybe, I'm not saying this for sure. Maybe the Chargers might be an unexpected team we see do well. And also, another thing is we don't know is that we don't know what's going to happen to Deshaun Watson. Is he going to stay in the AFC or is he going to be in the NFC? It's a lot of questions right there. But in terms of the AFC though, I don't see a team stopping the Chiefs, despite that terrible Super Bowl loss that they just endured. I don't see anyone stopping the Chiefs in the AFC. I truly believe that. Who else can stop this team in AFC? I mean, maybe when the Patriots do have their weapons back, maybe. But I don't know, I had to really look into it. But congrats to the Bucs. I mean, like I said, you know me, I'm not a Brady fan. But I mean, to have 7 Super Bowl rings for a quarterback, that's crazy. I mean, still, people. Here's the thing with Jordan. Here's what they like to say about Jordan and LeBron. They have 2 different eras. Well, I mean, you look at Brady, his era is definitely different from Joe Montana and all those guys. But I mean, that's a different story for a different day. But I'm here at work. Look, I'm not working 2 jobs today. I'm working 1 job today, tomorrow, Wednesday we're gonna double, Thursday 1 job, and then next week, back to the double. So I can't wait for that. So y'all had to go in. Let me know what you guys think about the Super Bowl. Or the Chiefs? Can the Chiefs rebound? Can the Bucs rebound? Because I mean, clearly Brady's not retiring anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be watching these sports shows for the next couple of days because they're gonna be talking about this shit all day. I'm gonna be like, but I guess the only thing we can think about is the Wentz trade, because they say it's gonna happen in the next coming days. So with the Super Bowl being over now, I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. So y'all have a good one. Be safe, and also be sure to check out be sure to like my Facebook page, which I'm gonna start putting in the description boxes. I just posted, WandaVision episode 5 recap with my friends Rachel and Anthony. Be sure to check that out. I still have more Fantasy Star Online episode videos to upload. And honestly, I come to the conclusion that I'm not gonna be able to finish Persona 5 Royal before Strikers comes out. It's like, with the time I have right now, I just don't see it happening. I don't. I mean, we'll see, but I just don't see it happening. But it's like I literally have to play the game literally all day and have no one bother me pretty much. But yeah, we'll see. As always, you guys have a good one. Be safe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.